Do you want to learn the quintessential gospel way to end your hymns and worship songs? This ending that I'm going to show you today, which by the way can also be used as a great fill, is based on the Amen cadence, and it'll instantly make your playing sound like church music. I call it the walk down from 4, but you hear it in gospel music all the time. And the best part is you can put it at the end of any song and it makes for a great ending and it makes for a great fill in pretty much any hymn or worship song as well. So make sure you stick around to the end of this lesson because I'm going to demonstrate this ending / fill in 3 different keys and with a couple different variations. Before we begin, if you enjoy this lesson, go ahead and tap the like button and also subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this where I help church pianists take their playing to the next level. Also, leave me a comment with what video or lesson you'd like to see next. Now let's jump in. So this ending, or fill, however you want to use it, is based off of a movement from the 4 chord to the 1 chord. So what we want to do is first understand what key we're in. If we're in the key of G, then we're going to walk down from the 4. That means the 4 chord. So if we're in the key of G, we think of the 4 chord. We go from G, we go up 4 notes in the G scale. Our 4 chord is the C. If we're in the key of G, the 1 chord is the G and the 4 chord is the C. And so we're going to use the 4 chord and then walk down from the 4 to the 1. So it's based off of this bass hand, left hand movement. C, walking down to G. But we're going to harmonize that in the right hand. The melody will usually end on the tonic, which since we're in the key of G, the tonic is the note G. So the melody will end here. The bass is moving here underneath the melody. So we're going to hold this note as the ending note of the song, and we're going to harmonize with the left hand, starting on this C, and then walk down to the B. So the right hand will be as the left hand moves down. And we've got this nice 10th movement going on underneath the melody. So that's in the key of G. Say I'm playing a song in the key of C, and we get to the ending. The melody will usually end on the tonic, almost always, and the left hand will play from the F to the C. We're going to go from the 4, if we're in the key of C, the 4 is the F, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to walk down from the 4 to the 1, and the left hand will do that while the melody note is holding on the C, and the right hand will harmonize the left hand up a third. So we're F, the right hand will play this A, and we'll move down that way. So we're harmonizing in a third apart, or further away is a 10th. So we end on the C, but instead of playing that C, we're going to play the F. This is a beautiful way to end or to fill. And if I were to use this, say in Amazing Grace, if I were to use it as an ending, that's one way I can use it as an ending, where we end the song normally and then I go into the ending. Or I can substitute the 1 chord for the 4 chord and then walk down into the 1 chord, which I like doing it this way as well. You just got to be careful that you don't have other instrumentalists or vocalists that are relying on the original harmony, because then that could throw them off. But if you've got some liberty, you could do it like this. So anytime a cadence ends on the 1 chord, you can use this as a fill, not just an ending. It can also be a great way to end an intro to lead into the beginning of the song. So if I'm going to play Amazing Grace and I have an intro, Amazing Grace. So it's a fill, it's an ending, it's a good intro. All this very versatile gospel fill. So here's a few different variations. So what I like to do is, I'm going to show this in the key of C, but I like to, in the right hand, use this grace note. So I just flick off of the note underneath of the A, the one I'm going to harmonize with the left hand. I think that really adds so much to it. It's a very simple thing to do. You just kind of flick off of that note underneath of the A, or in whatever key. It'll be the third above our left hand. It's the third of the 4 chords. So the 4 chord is 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So the third is we just flick off of. This is actually the add 2 of the 4 chord right there. So that's a really pretty way to do this. Now another variation is I'll keep that, but I'll also add this movement. Watch the right hand. Really pretty way to do this. So what you'll do is we'll modify the timing just slightly. Kind of slow down and get those notes in there, kind of bringing it to a fermata, or a slow down at the end. So flick off of that 9, that G there, walk down, so that we'll turn those into triplets. 1 triplet, 1. But we're kind of slowing it down and bringing it to an ending. So I really like to do it that way. And there's other ways that you can use that. Right there. So I'm doing a double grace note like that. So instead of slowly making my way to that E like that, I'll go. Those are a couple different variations to make this sound even more gospel, maybe a little bluesy. So let's count the rhythm real quick. If we're going to end on a song that's in 4/4 time, when we get to that, say we get to the 1, 2, 3 triplet 4. 1, 2, 3 triplet 4. So let me demonstrate this in 3 different songs. Here's how it would sound in Amazing Grace. I'll count the timing. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1. Here's how I would use it in the worship song, You Are My All in All, to go back to the first, to go from the chorus to the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That one was in the key of F, so notice in the key of F, the 4 chord is the B flat. We'll count up from F. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the key of F, 1 flat, the B is flat, so that gives us a 4 chord is the B flat major. So we're going to harmonize we're going to walk down from the 4 to the 1. We're going to harmonize that in the left hand, in the right hand with the third note of the 4 chord, 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, the third note. The melody is holding the tonic, the F, and we're going to harmonize. Here's how I would use it in the key of B flat, the song There Is a Fountain Filled with Blood. So we're in the key of B flat. The 1 chord is the B flat chord. B flat has 2 flats. The 4 chord is E flat major, E flat, G, and B flat. So we're going to walk down from the E flat to the B flat, and we're going to harmonize that walk down with the right hand. So if you're using this to end the song, you have a lot of freedom to slow it down and end on the beat that you want. But if you're going to use it in between verses, make sure you count it out and leave enough time to bring in the next verse, especially if there's a pickup note. With There Is a Fountain Filled with Blood, there's 2 eighth notes that are the pickup of the next verse. So I couldn't do 1, 2, 3, because they're going to be singing there. It might throw them off if I'm still ending my cadence and they're supposed to be coming in. So what I would do is I would play eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, And that can be done in any of these cases with the using this as a turnaround. Just got to make sure you count it out, and if you have time, draw it out and use them as quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you need to fit it in a short amount of time and use it as a turnaround to get back to the next verse, double up the timing and use eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Thanks for checking out this tutorial. Make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know what songs you like to use this turnaround on. I have worship song and hymn arrangements available as well. You'll find a link to that in the pinned comment down below and in the description. See you next time.